Benny Diaz, and we are ready.
I guess, how do you feel like you guys managed kind of the entire match, just playing for the third time in 7 days? We said, kind of saying on the broadcast, that it felt like you guys, for the first 15, 20 minutes of the first half, were really just kind of like trying to ease your way in. But how did you feel like, from your vantage point in the back, kind of feel like that went for you guys?
I think we were being a little bit patient, not trying to leave a lot of spaces, trying to wait for the rival the first, like you said, 15 minutes. I think this game we started playing out from the back more. We had more possession, but passing half field, it wasn't as clear as we would want going up forward. I think we had like 2 chances with Nicky Hines and another shot, I believe. But I think like you said, this is our third game in 7 days. 3 really tough opponents, and I think it's a real positive either way. We want the 3 points at home, but I don't see it as a bad thing.
So you were saying that it was kind of a deliberate strategy to start slow, or to want to start slow and just kind of ease your way into the match.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of like, Tampa, they had more rest. Obviously, they had to travel. We had a game midweek. Saturday in San Antonio was very, very exhausting. It was a real fought game. And I think Las Vegas Lights was also a hard opponent where we started being down. It's been a little bit tough these 3 games being down, but I think we managed to be able to keep our composure, not let the game slip away from us, and then manage to either get a point or get 3 points.
I guess to be able, this is 12 unbeaten now, which is a club record. Just kind of, if you can, just talk a little bit about what that kind of means for you to be a part of this team that has a really strong run of form.
Yeah.
That's the first part. And then the second part, what did you say, career high, 5 saves?
5 saves.
Yes.
Season high,
5 saves. And you made, in that run right at, like, they scored and then had like 2 or 3 chances right kind of one after the other. Just kind of, if you could take us through those, that moment where you had to make some pretty big saves.
I think at the end of the day, that's what a goalkeeper is for. Try to keep your team in the game sometimes when they need it. I always try to help the team as much as I can. If it's making saves, that's a big thing. And like you said, I guess I had a couple of saves, but I was just trying to help the team. Always looking the collective part, and then just trying to put my part in it. I'm the goal. Those are plays that you want to repeat in your head. You don't and then you just got to bounce back up. But I want to always help the team. Like you said, we're 12 unbeaten. I don't think I've ever been part of a streak that long, and we want to keep going. We've faced some really tough opponents. We haven't lost away, and I think we want to keep that momentum up.
A lot of that has to do with the locker room, and it's talked about an awful lot, your teammates, and it seems to be a great mix of veterans. It seems to be a bunch of younger guys, and you guys work it out. Just talk about the strength of what you feel in that locker room that has gotten you to this point.
At the beginning, I think it showed, and I think we said it. We were getting used to adapting to one another. A lot of new faces on the team, including me. Just the coach, everything. Now we sometimes we go out to eat together. It's a family. It's a big family, and we're gonna support one another every day. And it's just growing, and we're just getting tighter. We know what our objective is in the season, and we are striving for it. This motivates us to keep going. Like you said, it's talked about, and if there's a reason why it's talked about. If everybody else is talking about it, it's because it's felt inside the dressing room.
Benny, hoy obviamente se caen atrás en el marcador, lo empatan y los últimos 30 minutos completamente ustedes.
Sí.
Los locos se merecían más la noche de hoy.
Yo creo que sí, por cómo se vino manejando el segundo tiempo. Como dices, empezamos perdiendo. Creo que eso a veces nos ha pasado en la temporada, pero creo que nos hemos manejado muy bien. En Birmingham y empezamos perdiendo, luego metimos un gol. San Antonio también. Creo que ante la adversidad manejamos bien nuestra postura dentro de la cancha. Creo que nunca nos desesperamos. Y salimos a buscar el marcador como sea. Sabemos que estamos en casa y no nos conformamos con un empate jamás. San Antonio igual, sacamos el empate y queríamos ir por el gane. Aquí es lo mismo. Aquí empiezas perdiendo, buscas el partido poco a poco y como dices, a lo mejor ya al final, los últimos 30 minutos, tuvimos 2-3 llegadas y pues no entró, y el portero hizo 2-3 atajadas muy buenas, y así pasa también.
¿Cómo se encuentra la actitud del vestidor después del encuentro?
No te voy a decir que somos los más felices del mundo ahorita, pero tampoco es como para decir somos los peores. Creo que hay que darle mérito a Tampa, que también es un gran equipo. Creo que tienen jugadores muy buenos. Pero igual, te digo, no nos conformamos. O sea, estamos tranquilos, pero queremos por más. Sabemos que tenemos unos días libres y que vamos a regresar con todo, porque tenemos que jugarnos el clásico, el siguiente partido contra Nuevo México otra vez. Entonces, a estar motivados de estar en casa otra vez.
El clásico contra Nuevo México y luego otro juego intenso contra San Antonio después.
No, Monterrey.
No, Monterrey. San Antonio en casa.
Sí, son partidos que te motivan a jugar. La verdad que como es jugar contra todos los equipos, son motivantes. Hoy la afición nos ayudó bastante, estuvo empujando todos los 90 minutos, se notó el ambiente en el estadio, y yo creo que así va a ser para Nuevo México, San Antonio. Son partidos que son sí o sí ganar. Los clásicos se tienen que ganar, no se juegan, se ganan. ¿Ya? Va, gracias, bonita noche, hasta luego.
Okay, guys, I see you more than I see my family, you know?
Is that about to change with the break?
Maybe. How we doing?
Got head coach, technical director Brian Clarhaut. Questions, concise and short, simple as possible. Whenever you're ready.
Got it, Coach. So another three-game week ends up much better than the first time around. What do you attribute that to? In the first 3-game week that you experienced, yeah.
I think it's just natural to be more fit, to do that in the first game of the season that's not ideal at all. More accustomed to how we want to play as well. It's more ingrained, so a combination of those two factors makes a massive difference. I think you could see our conditioning was very good. Our freshness level was very good. We did a good job making sure these guys are fresh, and it's a testament to how these guys train and how our staff prepares them.
Brian, you get the equalizer, and then the last 30 minutes, it is all El Paso. You guys deserve a little bit more, 3 points tonight.
Yeah, I thought I was really happy with our first half. I thought we played our style, how I wanted to play. I thought maybe we could have been more aggressive when we broke their midfield line and lured them in. But I think we had very good quality chances. So we were a bit unlucky. A different day, we buried those. But I thought it was a fantastic performance. I thought it was a much better performance than Wednesday.
I guess it's 12 unbeaten now, which is a club record for a single season. To do it in this match, like you said, 3 matches in 7 days, it's the back end of it. Kind of in a game where I feel like a lot of the league is kind of paying attention tonight. Where you guys are top of the West, they're really good in the East. I mean, was this a chance, and do you feel like you guys did a good job of kind of proving to the league, not that you haven't before, but like proving even further like what you're kind of got here?
I mean, to prove anything, I don't think we have to prove anything. I think we take it game by game. They can judge us at the end of November. That's how I look at it. We try to win every game. I thought we did a good job slowing down the tempo of the match to put it in our favor. So, but in terms of proving anything, we will be judged in November. That's how I see it.
It did seem like, especially at the start of the match, the first few minutes, it was pretty cagey, like very, very, deliberate. And I imagine that part of it is giving up the early goals, but it also just trying to do what you do. How much of that was by design? What were you trying to do in that early?
And just to get back to your question, fantastic testament to this group to set a record. I did not put that in. I went into a bit of a tangent. Testament to this group. I mean, that's quality start of the season for us. To get into the beginning of the match, I thought we showed them maybe we were a bit timid. They were a bit timid, a bit of respect on both ends. And I wanted us to settle it in a bit. And when we saw the spaces and we did settle in, I thought we were able to put our control in the match. But I think there was just a mutual respect of 2 good teams, 2 teams that are, I think they're well coached. They're very organized. It was a good football match. It was a proper match, so it wasn't by design. I think that both teams were kind of feeling each other out a bit.
Starting 11 today, Nicky Hines comes in. First question: what were you trying to get with that modification today, starting 11, and then Manny and Chris come on and they really stand out. Brian, how much tranquility does that give you that you do these kind of modifications or guys come on? And I don't think we've ever seen a game where the team kind of drops down a gear or execution.
Yeah, I'll answer the first part, right? With Nicky Hines' insertion into the lineup, a bit of both sides of the ball, right? We knew we were a bit fatigued. We thought he could help out defensively on that side. They score a lot of their goals in the wide corridor. We thought we could neutralize that a bit, but we also knew that we could isolate him. So we wanted to overload on that right-hand side to isolate. I thought we could have used him a bit more, to be honest. Things in the first half when we did change the tempo of the game, we broke the midfield line. I thought he was wide open, and we were missing that pass to really execute it fully. I thought he had a very good first half. Testament to the group, right? We're at a process now where everyone knows their role. Everyone knows exactly what they need to do, and I think it's shown, right? To put in Miles, Chris Garcia, Manny, I wanted to go for the win because I thought we were better than them. Even though we clocked a lot of minutes. So it was aggressive substitutions, and sometimes not all substitutions are, a lot of these substitutions are tactical when I put them in.
Two-part questions, just kind of if you could talk a little about Denys's goal, kind of a stroke of individual brilliance, obviously. But then kind of at what point did you, because I don't know if it was right before the goal that you scored or maybe it was right after, but there was a point where it really seemed like you revved up the engine a little bit and just what did you see from your club or their club that kind of had you do that?
Yeah, I thought in the beginning of the second half we were getting a bit into their type of game, right? So they were committing another number in midfield, and we had a 2v2 on their back line. And they kind of lured us to go longer. And I didn't want to get into a back-and-forth match with them because of their size on the central backs, and they're good at transition. So I wanted to kind of keep to this short passing game out of the back. I think the game naturally opened up. I don't think it was by design. To be honest with you, I would have continued the tempo at the first half because I thought they would get frustrated, and I thought we would be able to execute at one time. So I think it was just the natural flow of the game, tired bodies starting to open up back and forth. But I thought we handled it well.
Brian, last question for me. Alberto let us know tonight that over 8,000 fans, largest crowd in a while. I don't think I've ever asked you. I don't think we've ever brought it up, or at least at a press conference where I've been at. What are your thoughts about playing at Southwest University Park and then the next two home games? I know you take it a game at a time, but New Mexico's coming to town, biggest rival, and then San Antonio. I think the fans saw what's developing there with San Antonio, so it's safe to say that these crowds are probably going to stay like this, or if not, get bigger for the next few games. Just what are your thoughts about coaching at Southwest University?
I really enjoy the love from the people here and the fans. I think we put a good product out there for them to get on board, and I think that. What?
Pun intended. On board?
Maybe, but I'm pleased that the 8,000 number was here, and I'm happy that people were able to see a good football match, and a good styled match, and a high level USL game. Getting into New Mexico and San Antonio. That's going to have some juice to it, So I'm looking forward to welcoming this crowd again and maybe even increase it. It's fantastic to see the support. Some of these fans that we see game in and game out, they become like a little family to us. So they push us over the edge, and it's fantastic to be a part of something special and something positive for our team and the community and the city. I hope El Paso is proud of us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And I'll be here now. All right, we got midfielder Denys Kostyshyn. As you said, just try to keep the questions simple, short, so you can understand.
And a little bit slowly, please.
Yeah. Congratulations on being the difference maker tonight. What is the attitude right now in the locker room coming off of this big competitive weekend?
If really take weekend, it's for game. Yes, we have good result, but I don't know. I feel inside, and I think my teammates we so won't win this game. Really, a lot of people come to our game, and we really won't win.
Speak up a bit, Denys.
Okay, sorry.
What about and what about the goal? I know that you talked in the post game interview that your teammates tease you a little bit, taking lots of shots
Every game.
every game. But I mean, they can't argue with the goal. What did you see? Where did you see the goalie in a certain spot? What made you decide to take that shot?
Really, in the league, I have, I don't know, 1 second or most shots, but sometimes it's, sorry for my language, but it's stupid shots. But today, everyone in the team joke about my right foot. Please don't shoot. Please don't shoot. But left foot, okay, you can try. And I try, and it's lucky maybe.
What is that feeling like? You're down 1-0 and you need to get an equalizer. What is the feeling like when you kind of do that for your team and are the one that gets the equalizer?
It's about.
What does it feel like to be the guy that tied the game?
When you lose it 1-0 at home, yes, after 50, 60 minutes, yes. You feel when a lot of people come, yes, a lot of fans come on the game. Me feel and my teammates feel so bad because when all scream, you have to win this game, and when 1-1, you feel you can do more for win, and we try to do this, but it's draw. It's not bad too, but really, if in our team, every game want to win.
Denys, El Paso's one of the best teams right now in the league. It's almost halfway to the season. When you came here, did you imagine that things could be so good in the first part of the season?
When I came after 3 games, I sit really here because I scored first goal, and we lose the 3 games, yes. And I say this team is so good. Everyone in our team is so good. Our coach is so good, and I say before friends, come next game on our game, and we will win. And now 12 games, yes, unbeaten. Now I don't know, we first or second in the first, yes, we first in our confederation. It's a great team. It's the best team. It's the best guys in the team. It's the best coach, and I'm really happy.
Talk about what makes this team good. Is it the way you get along with your teammates? I know that you guys are friends in the locker room. It's that things work well. What do you think on the field and off, on the pitch and off? What do you think makes this team a good team?
I think first it's coach, because it's here. He's I don't know this word, but first yes, who said, and after football player, another coach, yes, head coach, both head coach and another coach and football players. And if everyone in the team do this job, this work on 100%, with smile, with good mood, with nice mood, happy mood, yes, you can to see this result on the pitch, and really so nice mood in the team, so really so funny guys, so good guys, and you see a result really. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.